everyone. Welcome to another session with Global GEG. Global GEG is a team of volunteer educator leaders from around the world who are here to empower and inspire teachers, schools, and educational communities. My name is Ritika Tyagi. I'm a Google certified educator and a co leader at Global GEG. And along with me, I have dear friend Dr. Vishal Varya, who's a Google certified trainer and the leader of GEG Ahmedabad. Hello, sir.
Hello. Hi, Ritika. Very good evening to you all. And today we're going to have a very special session on Google Keep. So we are just waiting for the mentors to join. Warm
Yes.
welcome to all. Yeah.
So today's special guests are Dr. Nerjeet Kaur, who's the founder and leader of GEG Punjab and Amritsar. She is also a Google certified trainer. Along with her, we have Mr. Gurdeep Singh, who is an educator and IT head from Jalandhar. So let's welcome them. Hello, everyone.
Hello, everyone. Hello. Good evening from this side of the continent. We are from India, and I'm really glad, Ritika, that the GEG could have us for this session and this tool that we're taking up. I guess it is a fantastic tool, but let's explore. So, yeah, it is really a pleasure to be a part of this session.
We are also excited. I would request everyone who is watching us live to please tell us your name and from where you are. And we can begin the session now.
Yeah, Dr. Nerjeet and Gurdeep sir will be at the backstage. In case you need any coordination from us, just call us. Best
Sure,
wishes.
sir. Thank you.
So, hello everyone. My name is Dr. Nerjeet Kaur. I am an administrator at Gurdeep Public School, Kalkaji, New Delhi, India. And Ritika has already pointed out in the beginning that I am a Google certified educator and a Google certified trainer. Also, I am the leader for GEG Punjab and Amritsar. And I have been associated with a lot of GEGs for the past one and a half year, and finally when I launched, it was a great feeling. There was a lot of work, but great feeling, and I'm really happy to be presenting along with Gurdeep sir, who is a tech buff, I will say. So over to you, Gurdeep sir.
Yeah. Thank you very much, ma'am. And thanks to GEG Global for giving us this opportunity to show our expertise for the Google Keep on this global platform. So good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to all the viewers from different countries. Thank you for joining us today. I am Gurdeep Singh, working as an IT head at Saffron Public School. I am Adobe certified educator, Adobe certified associate Photoshop, MI expert, Microsoft Office specialist expert, and Wicked ambassador. So before starting today's session on Google Keep for teaching and learning, I would like to share some facts that why we need these edtech tools. So we already know that it is a need of time, but if we look back situation before this pandemic, then everyone is working to upgrading their educational qualification. Like someone is thinking about doing PhD, someone is thinking about to upgrade it to the master degree. But now during this pandemic, the whole situation, whole scenario is changed. Now everyone is thinking to upgrade their technical skills, right? So if you are an educator and you don't know how to create a Google form, and you don't know how to schedule a meeting on the Google Meet, or you don't know how to create a presentation, then you are still need to upgrade your technical skills to adapt this new normal, right? So even in India, the national education policy is changed. So the next year, the national education policy is implemented, which is purely based on the technical skills. Okay, we have to opt the digital pedagogy, and all the teachers will be trained for the technology, latest technology advancements. For that, CBSE India already collaborated with the Google to conduct various webinars, and educators are looking forward to be Google certified educators. So I think that's the power of Google. So in today's session, we will learn about the main tool, which is a very less explored from the Google Workspace, which is Google Keep. So we can collaborate with this tool. We can arrange resources, we can save links, we can add voice notes, and many more features. So to know more about these features with live demonstration, be with us till the end of this session.
So yeah, as Sir said, a very powerful tool, but less explored, and more power to Google for bringing all the educators on this platform and making our lives easier. And a huge shout out to all the educators who have been working tirelessly for the last 2 years now. In India, we are still online, and it's a huge responsibility, but all have risen to the situation. So a huge shout out to all of us here. Now coming back to Google Keep, what is actually Google Keep? It is used to create, to share, and collaborate with people on notes and lists. It is synchronized across all your devices, and your notes and lists, they go with you wherever you are. So, yeah, so they're always there with you anywhere you go. And about synchronization and about the interfaces, so will tell us more in a moment. It is one of the best note taking apps which are available. Not only is it free, but it integrates also with the other Google products that you may already have been using, like Gmail or Drive or Calendar. It is one of the core service of Google Workspace. So as we all know that Google Workspace for Education is a set of Google tools and services that are tailored for schools and homeschools to collaborate, to streamline, for instructions, and for keeping learning safe. So Keep is available to all the Google Workspace users, where it can be used on Android, iOS, Chrome, or web. There are multiple benefits of using a Google Keep. First of all, we can easily copy the same to Google Docs. The greatest benefit of Keep is that it works very, very smoothly with Google's own interface. Right? This means if your work mainly relies on, say, Gmail or Drive or Docs, then you can easily share items in Keep between platforms from inside the Keep app or through a Google program that supports Keep. We can directly open any Keep note in Doc, and Sir will tell us how to do that. Then share and collaborate with others is something that is a need of the hour. So you can share the items present in your Keep directly with other users without going through all the typical share menus that you see in other programs. You just have to select the note or the image you wish to share and select the person icon, and bang, on there you are. You'll be able to add a user's email ID or their name from your contact. This is going to turn both of you into collaborators. Afterwards, whenever you are making a change or you are adding something, the edit is automatically going to be visible to all the people with whom you have shared. Then I like one phrase which comes with Google Keep: always on, always live. You can add a widget to your phone, your mobile phone, for the Google Keep, for Google Keep, and that is going to be on the home screen for very quick and easy access to your notes. This depends upon the size of the widget you choose, and the recent notes can be viewed right on the home screen without even opening the app. So that is the power of Keep. Underutilized, but very powerful. I repeat again. So just find the Google Keep widget and tap the plus button to actually add it. You can also transcribe text from images with Google Keep. It is on the web page. So the Google Keep app on the web page can transcribe text from images. Can you imagine that? It is one of the most unknown feature of Keep, and the most important that all of us should know as educators, because this makes our lives simpler. It is a perfect way for digitizing information on business cards, signs of interest, pieces of paper. You can also do the same with handwritten notes. Your handwritten notes should be converted into text within your note. They can be converted, but your mileage may vary depending on the quality of your penmanship. So do keep in mind that the Google's OCR capabilities may not be extensive enough to accurately transcribe all types of handwritings. Should you have a chicken scratch, as I say, like many of us have. So other than that, you are good to go. You're good to go. So Keep is your it serves as a stenography. Have you, sometimes it so happens that you have had a brilliant idea at some moment, but then you could not write it down immediately. Why? Because you did not have anything handy. Then, when you finally have the moment, you have pen, you have paper. What you find is that whatever was there in your mind is gone now. So, here, for people like those who have the best of ideas at the most unexpected places, the Keep is best app for you. Using this app, you can not only write, you can also dictate a note into your device, and the recording is going to be transcribed into a searchable, editable note. What more can you ask for as teachers? And for teachers like me, who have, maybe all of us have bundle of things to do, bunch of things to do. So reminders is something which really can help you to keep track of all your events, what you want to do, and it is going to show up across your reminder sections or your keep sections, as and how you have have stored them, or you have created them, right? Which all features you have used them. And then the last but not the least is the very strong filter function. The workspace of this, the workplace of this app will get filled up very quickly if you are using Google Keep. But don't worry, this is a Google product, and that is why it has a very strong search option like all the other apps. You just have to tap the search bar at the top of the screen, and it will display different search categories. You can filter all of it by, say, reminders or images or drawings, links, lists. The list is on, and it will go on. It is so supportive. It also supports color coding. Like I can say, like, I use a lot of colors when I'm doing notes. I'll come back to that when we are doing the basic features. As of now, these are the definite benefits of using Keep. So more about the interface and more about its history, sir is going to make us aware of that in a moment.
Thank you, ma'am. Yeah, before starting the session, let's check the agenda of today's session. The first is the introduction and interface part, and introduction is already covered by the Nerjeet ma'am, and the next is the interface. Then after that, we'll know the basic features of Google Keep. Then after that, at the third point, how we can use the Google Keep for education with the advanced feature for the teaching and learning. And at last, we have the question and answer round. So starting with its history, the Google Keep was launched on March 2013 for the Android operating system and on the web. The Android app is compatible with the Android Wear. Mean if you have a smartwatch, then you can also access the Google Keep on your Android smartwatch. And app for the iOS operating system was released on the September 2015. So if we check the history, then we can install the Android version from the Google Play Store, which is available from the 2013, and we can also install the Google Keep on the iOS devices from the App Store, which is available from the 2015. So if we install the Google Keep on the Android device or Android smartphone, then the interface will be like this, and we can simply install it from the Android Play Store, and we can check that many people have installed this application, and its rating is 4.3 here. So we can install it from the Play Store on the Android device. So suppose you have an Android tablet, you can also install on the tablet from this link. And if you have an Android Wear, then it will look like this. So its interface will be look like this. It will also appear the pictures with the notes, and we can also check the shopping list on the Android Wear also. So if you have an iPhone interface, iPhone device, iOS device, then you can also install it from the Play Store, from the App Store. So if we check it on the App Store, then we can, this application is available for the different platform. We can install it on the iPhone, we can install it on the iPad, we can install it on the Apple Watch also. So its next interface is web version, which is a very popular version. So we can access all the features of the Google Keep on the web version also. So to open it on the web version in the web browser, we have to type the keep.google.com, and you will require the Google ID for that, or a Gmail ID. So if you open it first time, then it will ask for the Google account or a Gmail account. So you have to log in with your Google or Gmail account to use this product or use this app. So after logging in, the first screen like this will be visible on the deck on the web version. So at the left side there are different labels, and at the top is a search bar, and here we can create the nodes.
Right, right. So if Vishal sir is kind enough to share my screen, I would like to start with the first part of the presentation, wherein we are going to learn the methods with which we can access Keep, and then we can get started with the awesome features that we have for Keep. The features are many. The features are really, really many. So what we need to do is we can get started by writing for all the apps that works. We can get started by writing keep.google.com right from inside your Omnibox, and then it is going to open that Keep for you. Also, what you can do is you can access it with a bunch of other options, like from inside your Drive or your Gmail, maybe your calendar as well. So we can do that. And when you enter, when you access, when you are inside Google Keep, it is by default going to start with the Notes screen. And remember that we should be logged in with our Google account to be able to use Keep. So if that doesn't happen, I'll show you what it is going to ask us to log in with the Google account if we haven't logged in with the Google account. So if we are here and I write here keep.google.com, and if I try to access it, the first thing it is going to ask me is to sign in with the Google account. So without that, you cannot use it. So here we are. There are a bunch of options here. You have notes, you have reminders, you have edit labels, you have archive folder, and then you have trash. So this is something really awesome. So you see here that we do not have anything on my screen. You see that there isn't anything, not even a single note. So let's change that, and I'm going to show you all the different ways to add notes, to edit notes, and then manage all of that info right from inside. So when I click on this screen, there is a small section, take a note. I click on that and I can instantly start making new notes. Here we are. I click on close and my note is made. Now you must have noticed that when I clicked on this section, take a note, what happened was the cursor was placed by default inside the body of the note, not on the title. That is because the title is not mandatory. It is not necessary that every note should have a title. It is going to have body but not the title. But you can, if you want, you can write the title. Say I write GEG, and I can write the title. So it is it all boils down to your personal preferences. That if you want a title, you can. If you do not want, please leave it. It is not going to show you any error if the title is not there. You can create the title or not. I'm going to close it, and now you will see two of the notes of mine are created. One is without any title, and the other one was with the title. Now, if you are working with a new note or an existing one, there are a bunch of other options that you can explore with the note. The first one, and a very, very handy one, a very friendly one, is the reminder. Now here, when I click on reminder, you will see that it does already got some custom options to show you. When do you want the reminder? Maybe later today at 8 or tomorrow. So if this suits your need, you can go on and click on one of them, and you will see that there is a small badge up front here, a small badge which has been created. But if you feel that, okay, this was a wrong option and I do not want this, go ahead, change it, do whatever you want. So maybe if you think that, okay, no, that's today 8 p.m. I'm a little too busy, so let me change and pick time and date for myself. You can also pick time and date. You can customize your reminder. Maybe it is on 13th August and this is not the time I want. This maybe in the morning, afternoon, evening, night, or I can do it custom as well. And then you can further customize your reminders, telling them, when all is the reminder going to be repeated, when all is the event going to be repeated. So if you have an event that repeats daily, or something which happens weekly, or an event that takes place once a month, once a year, or you can customize it further here. When is it going to start? When it is going to end? Is it a recurring event? How many occurrences you want? And when should it be repeated? So all that can be customized right from inside the reminder. And there you are. Your reminder is set. The next exciting thing about reminder is not only can you customize the date and time, you can also pick the place. What happens when you pick the place is that you can tell your note, you can tell the reminder that when I am near this place, when I am in the vicinity of this place, please remind me. So what I personally do is I always set reminder to my notes with my school's name. I always write my school's name here. So what happens is when I enter the school, all my reminders pop up on my notes screen. So I do not have to remember anything. So maybe this is the name of the school that you want. You can click on save. And now what happens is when you are walking past by or you are driving by, you will come to know especially if you're using your mobile, your app on the mobile is going to give you a notification that you are near this and this place, and you had set a notification for that. Please, whatever settings you have given to that particular note or whatever reminders you had set for that. So this is a very, very cool thing. You name the school and you set your reminder. So the moment you enter the school, everything pops up on your screen and it tells you what all to do, right? So the next thing that you can do is add collaborator. You can add a collaborator with you, maybe a person or so. When you add that, the name, okay, right here we have that person who has been added. So both of you together, you and that person, you can make changes to the note. You can add to the note. So now you are collaborating on the single note, and this collaboration does not work with all the notes that are there. It will work only with that particular note where you are adding the collaborators. So here you are, or the collaborators have been added, and both of you can work on it in a collaborative. Collaboration is something that comes as a beautiful skill for 21st century. So Google gives us a lot of that. So this is also, even Keep has that collaboration with us. The third is color coding. As Kim just pointed out that she keeps color-coded things pinned and everything, I also do the same. There is a beautiful extension for that also, wherein at the top of your screen, you get all the colors. You do not have to search all the colors. So what happens with colors is when you color code something, it becomes easier for you to recognize which note was done for what, or which note was created for what purpose. So for example, I create all the blue notes for my school because the uniform for my school is blue, not ours, of the children. The uniform is blue, and that is why when I see blue color, I instantly recognize that, okay, these notes are for my school. Or if I click on green, I do all my GEGs notes with green color somehow, and instantly when you look at your note, when you see the screen, you can immediately capture what your note is or which category your note is for. The next thing is you can add any image to any note. So like for example, I have done this green, so that means it is my GEG note. So with that, let me pick if I have something. Okay, right here I have something from my GEG. I add the picture here, and the moment you do that, you see that the picture is embedded. It is included in your note. You can do a bunch of options with your picture also, but when you hover on it, you will see that you can remove the picture also if you want, right from here. So when you close it, you will see that the picture is going to be appearing on the front of your note. You do not even have to write anything to remember it. You just have to include that picture, set a reminder that Friday 4:30 always I have my GET sessions, and the reminder is going to trigger it off, or the reminder is going to fire on a Friday with a reminder, and it is going to show me on my note screen. Let's see what all other options we can do. We can archive our notes as well. Now, archiving is very, very different from deleting, right? We archive notes generally. Maybe the notes are older and I don't want to delete it, because deleting is going to erase all the notes permanently. If I do not want that, I do not delete any note. I keep it in the archive section. So what happens is you can later on go and retrieve it or restore it if you want. And the moment you hit on this button, you will see that it has gone and got itself placed in this archive folder, and you can unarchive it right from here. The button which was used to archive it, you can click on that button and it is going to be unarchived. See, no more that note is available in the archive folder. It has come back to the notes section. Right now, these three dots, which I call more options, people, whenever you see three dots, wherever, very lovingly I call it snowman, because it really reminds me of a snowman. I call it a snowman, but these three dots, it means more options. So whenever you see these three dots, it means there is more to explore, more to find, more to search, more to see. So when I click on this, oh, I get so many more options. So I can delete this note. I can add a label. I'll just come back to this label in a little while. You can also add a drawing. So let's create, okay, let's open this note where we can create, say we can add a drawing. Okay, so here we are. So for example, I add this drawing, which I am very, very poor at, but for the sake of showing you, I have drawn something. So my drawing is going to be saved as a thumbnail. It is going to be saved as a thumbnail for my note, wherever I am inputting it. When I close it, you will see that the square, irrespective of your drawing being small, being large, being big, this entire square is going to be inserted. So it's not like that I have inserted only or inputted or drawn only one arrow, then it is going to take the space of only that arrow. No, the entire square is going to be embedded, and you are going to see the entire thing in your note. So let's see any other option which is there. You can make a copy of the note. That is, if you want the similar things. For example, there is you do similar things on Independence Day and Republic Day, almost, right? We in schools, we celebrate both of them with a lot of enthusiasms, and the list of events that we include in Independence Day and Republic Day are almost the same. So what we do is we make a copy of Independence Day with little changes that a note can be used elsewhere. So if you make a copy, it will create a copy of the note, and you can make any number of changes here and rename it, and you are done. Now you can show the checkboxes also. Checkboxes is going to be with the listing, which we will do here in a moment. You can grab text and copy to Google Docs, which I think these are the advanced features, which Sir will cover in a moment with you. Here with a note, you can do more things as well. So this is a new list. So if you do not want to start taking a note and go inside the note and then start the list, you just have to click on this icon and you will see the listing start. So you can list. So what all am I going to do today when I go to school? So for example, in the month of August, what all is there in my agenda? It is going to be, I have to do my syllabus, right? I have to do my exam. I have to do my event, say for Independence Day. Just it's going to be a huge date. It's just a week away in India, so maybe even for Independence Day, I make a list of it, and that list has all the items that you want to get reminded of as the part of your note. So here it is. The best part is if you click on this, it will show you that this item has already been. If you click on this, it shows that this item is completed. Your syllabus is done. Now you're only left with 2 of them. And another thing that you can try with the list is dragging and dropping. That is, you can try inserting or embedding, um, moving, changing the order of the list, and also say, for example, inside the note I want to under exam I want to list a couple of things. Say I have to buy stationery for my school for exams, I have to do question papers, and then I have to mark my scripts also. You can keep that as a part of it. And what happens is, see, right now it is listed like that, but you can always go and make it a part of your list, embed it inside. So it is going to become a sub part of that list. You just have to drag it a little to your right hand side. Just click on it and drag, and it becomes a sub part of a bigger list. Right? And if I click on stationery, in the checkbox, that means I have 2 completed items. My syllabus is done. And under exam, my stationery is done. So I'm only left with question papers, and I'm only left with marking my scripts. You can undo your action and redo your action with these buttons as well. So I click on close, and here we are on the surface of the note. You will get this list. You can mark it right from here as well. You will see there is a line across. You can do it right from the surface or the face of this. You do not even have to enter the note to mark off your list or to tick off your list. You can do it right from here as well. So here we are. We can hide check boxes, and we can uncheck all the items. So when I'm on a list, I can uncheck all my items, or because I felt that the stationery was done, but I will have to revisit the place. I will have to go there to buy more, so I should not forget about it. So I uncheck all the options, or you can hide the check boxes. When you hide, it is going to show you simply like a simple plain note. But remember, once you do it, it is going to take away all the settings of the numbering and the ordering that you had done. It is going to revert all of that. So you have to remember that before you can check, show or hide the check boxes, right? So right from inside here, we can start a new note with a drawing. Okay, we have already done that. We have already seen how to do that. And we can also start our new note with an image, right? So we have done reminders. We had given a reminder of Gurdeep Public School. The moment this reminder gets fired, the moment this reminder gets triggered, it is going to show us in the notes section that today this were on your agenda, and you have to do all that because you had set a reminder for that. We have labels. Sir, are you going to cover labels, or should I go on with the labels? So you are on mute.
I will cover, ma'am.
All right. So we have covered some basic features of notes of Google Keep. I love this app. I simply love this app. And we are going to go into a little more advanced features with Sir right here with us.
Thank you so much,
Over
ma'am.
to you, sir.
So these are all the awesome features. So apart from this, if you are using Google Keep on your mobile device or smart device, then you will find 2 more options. The first one is a take photo, and second is the new option, which is the recording. So we will also cover these 2 options in the next few minutes. So starting, we will cover all the new features, all the advanced features with the real-time examples. So if you are an educator and the first thing when you get from your school during the session, starting of the session, is your timetable. So we keep that timetable somewhere in our diaries, pasted in our diaries, or we keep it in our purse. So think about the situation when it gets misplaced somewhere. Okay, so in that situation, uh, you can't find that in the nearby areas. So you can simply put that in the Google Keep by using the add image feature. So simply I will add the timetable, and we
Awesome.
can assess this. Yes, we can assess this timetable anywhere, at any time, at any device which is synchronized with your Google account, with the same Google account that you are using in the Google Keep, right? So after the timetable, now you know that all your class schedules, okay, you know your classes. So simply we can create the notes for our classes. We can plan the lesson plan in our Google Keep. So how we can do that? We can create the different labels for your classes to separate all the class material in the under the different labels. So we have to click on the edit label. Then here we can create the new label. So you can see that I have three classes: class 10, class plus 1, and class plus 2. So I will create the different folders for different classes. So I have created all the three class folders. Now I can simply create the notes for this class here. So after creating the class labels, then the next thing that we will add is the syllabus of the class. So here we can use different sources for the label. So we can create the link from the Google Drive also. So simply upload your syllabus on the Google Drive and paste the link, and it will create the smart view for that. So simply, so when you close it, then your syllabus will be here, right? So the another method is to enter the syllabus in the Google Keep, is to simply type it in the text and simply create a note and add it to the title. So make it as a checklist with the show checkboxes. So we can simply mark it as a complete when the each unit is complete from the syllabus. So here we can check that which unit is left and which unit you have done in your class. So we can simply check and uncheck all the units from the syllabus according to our requirement, right? So this is the best method to add it as a text and make it as a checklist. So I will delete this one. So after the syllabus, then next is to share the resources. As I am the ICT educator, so I have to share the different software links with the students. So simply I can share the resources with the students and make it listed under my class in the Google Note. Or I can also create the different folder for that. Suppose I'm creating it for the softwares. So I can simply add the link of that software under the software section. So that particular note will be displayed under the software section, software label. So if you want to view all the notes, then you can simply find all the notes under the notes tab, and we can also categorize it according to the class and find it under that particular label. Okay, so after software, next is the study material. Okay, so we have to create the lesson plan for our class. So for that, we will use the different methods. So the first, for example, for the first unit, I am creating it with the text. So for the 10th class, I am creating the notes for the first chapter, which is first unit, which is the communication skill. So we can simply type the text on the go wherever you are. For example, you are traveling somewhere, you are out of the office, or you are at home. You can also prepare the notes for the student. in the Google Keep, right? So this is the first chapter, or we can edit it as a unit 1. And for the next unit, we will use the different method. So for the second unit, which is the self-management skill, I will add the picture of so here I had already added the picture for this second unit. So I will add the title. So suppose you are having the different teachers for the different sections of the same class. So you can also collaborate with the different teachers on a single note. So for example, for the another section, the other teachers, your colleague is having the different section of this class, then he or she can also collaborate on this single note. So I'm here adding myself from the different ID as a collaborator. So I will add from there in this node. So here we can check that I have shared this with another ID. So now I will close this and I will get the message on my device or in my email ID that this notes is shared with me for the collaboration. So I will simply add something in this node from my smartphone device. So at the same time, it will be visible on another device. So we'll refresh it. Yes. So now we can check that the another person or the another user can also collaborate and add the different notes in the Google Keep. So we can collaborate also. And for the next unit, we will use the different method. So suppose now in this pandemic, we have the different resources on the different platform. For example, we have some notes on the WhatsApp, we have some notes on the Google Drive or on another platform, right? So suppose you have any notes in the form of picture and you want to edit it according to your requirement. So simply add that picture notes in your Google Keep. So after uploading this picture, move to the three dots and here you will find the option of grab image text. So when you click on this option, you can check that all the contents from this picture will be grabbed and will be available as a text in your Google Keep note. So after selecting the text, you can also delete this picture also and you can go with the text only.
Oh, I think teachers must be smiling from one end to another watching this option. Teachers, do
Yes,
make sure that whatever, especially handwritten notes, if they're not able to grab the exact text, that is because of maybe handwriting. There's nothing wrong with keep there, okay? If it is a legible handwriting, you are good to go. So it's an awesome feature where you can grab the text right from the picture.
right. So simply, if you find any idea anywhere, you can also add that by clicking the picture from your smart device. So for example, I'm opening the option on my smartphone to take a photo. So I simply take the photo from this session, and I can simply click the OK. And you can simply grab the idea from anywhere quickly in the Google Keep. So if you click on the note and refresh it, it will take some time to update.
The OCR feature is awesome, teachers. Awesome. This OCR feature is really very helpful for us. I have used this a lot of times. I keep on using it. I keep using this feature, and it really is very helpful, especially the English teachers who have to write long comprehensions and long things. So if you have a picture of a comprehension, there you go. You just grab the text and your comprehension in text written format is ready. So this OCR feature is awesome.
Yes. So now we can check that the note that I have clicked with the smartphone device is also available here. So the next feature that is available in the smartphone device is the recording. So we can record a note. So we can also record the questions to add in the note. So simply I am adding one question.
I know,
What is the
Shamla.
difference? Yes. What is the difference between, just a minute. What is the difference between drop and delete command?
Sir, in the meantime, can you switch to the different mode, the wider mode? Somebody's asking that how can we switch between light mode and dark mode? If you could show that in the settings.
That is a default setting of your system, Windows system. So you can done it
No, we
with
can do that. We can do that
yes,
right from here, right from the gear settings, right from the
yes,
gear. Just to click on gear, and then default
yes,
setting is there, right? You can switch between the light and the dark modes from here. And sir, people are requesting you to continue with the white only because dark is becoming difficult for them to see. So let's move on with this mode.
yeah, sure, ma'am. Yeah, thank you. So here we can check that we have already added the one recording note with the voice note with the voice recording feature. So we can simply add the question mark here. So we can simply prepare the notes by using the recording feature also. So after adding this, you can also remove the recording and only go with the text also.
Awesome, awesome.
So suppose you are having some notes as a Google video. So we can simply add the YouTube video. So we can simply add that YouTube link into your note, and it will.
Grammarly does more than catch errors. With Grammarly, you can.
So it will create the smart view for that YouTube video. And if you are running any video in the YouTube, you can directly add them from the web browser by using
Hey,
the
what's up, everyone?
extension.
Welcome back to your MySQL tutorial series.
So simply click here on the extension tab. So if you have already installed the Google Keep Chrome extension, then simply click on the Google Keep Chrome extension. And that particular video will automatically be added to your Keep window. Just a minute.
हेलो दोस्तों, स्वागत है आपका हमारे YouTube.
Yes. So when you click here on the Google Keep Chrome extension, then it will ask for the label. So you can simply add the new label also, or simply save it, and you will find that YouTube video here in the list in the Google Keep. So Google Keep automatically filter all your notes with a different label. So if you click on the reminder, then you can find the reminders. So here we are not having any reminders right now. So we can also create the reminders. For example, you want to create the reminder for the principal meeting.
Very important.
Yes. So we can add the timing tomorrow at 9 a.m. So simply close it. You find the reminder here. And you can also create the reminder for the sports meet. So if you have a sports meet in your school, in your institution, then you can add the sports meet vote, and it's on suppose 18 and it's at afternoon 12 o'clock. Then you can add the reminder for that. Or if you are a student, then if you are having any project deadline, you can also create the reminders for that. So Google Keep will automatically filter all your notes. So you can simply find all the notes under the notes tab. And if you have any reminders, then you can simply find all your reminders under the reminders label. Right. So the next feature is nowadays in India, the schools are going to be open in some states. So schools are sharing the consent form with the parents to send their child, send their ward in the school for the offline classes. So we can simply add the notes as a picture in the Google Keep, and we can annotate on it, or we can also grab the text to send consent form as in the text form also. So if you want to annotate on this, so simply close it once, and when you click it on again, then we'll find some options here. So click on the add, just a minute. I'm not able to find the. Yes, it's here.
It's there. It's there.
Yes,
Yeah. Got
it's at
it.
the
Yeah.
right click. So simply click on the pen button, and you can annotate on it simply. So you can write the name. Suppose
Signature, especially if the teacher
yes,
wants to
yes,
sign, if the principal wants to sign. So I think this is an awesome way of adding signatures with annotation, and
right.
there you are, good to go with your notification.
Yes, and if you want to send it consent form as a in the text form, you can simply grab the text and copy and paste the required content, required text into the different application in which you want to communicate with your class teacher. You can send it over there. You can add the name of your child, add the name of the father name, class, section, and send it anywhere on the different applications. You can share with your teachers. Right. So we can
We
also,
can.
yes, we can. So we can also add the drawing. So how we can add drawing? So as I'm a ICT teacher, so I have to add the diagram in my lesson plan. So we can simply add the diagram like this. So we have two computers, they can share the information with each other. So we can simply add the images according to our requirement. So these are the some advanced features, so which we can use for teaching and learning.
Also, teachers, there is a way of adding your customized headers to these also. For example, if you want to, you want to add an image or a header to a note from, it gives you instantly looking at that note or looking at that header, it gives you an idea of what the note was about, or is it from my school or my personal thing or something like that. You can do that you can create the headers, curate the headers with what do you call it? Sir, if you can share my screen, I'll show them with Google Slides. We
I just
can.
want to add. I just want to add something.
Sure, sir. Sure. Go ahead.
Yes,
Please go ahead.
yes. So after creating all the lesson plans, so if you need the printout of that document, these notes, you can simply click on the three dots and click on the last option, which is copy to Google Docs.
So all your notes are going to directly open in the Google Docs. You can make changes there, especially when you are creating a question paper. All these things are going to be carried forward to your Google Doc, and there you can go and do some settings, and here you
Right.
go, and
Share.
boom, you are ready with your papers. You are ready with everything.
Yes. So if you want to add something more from your Google Keep, so you can simply click at the right side, which is directly integration with the Google Docs. So simply click here on the Keep button, and you will find all your notes, which will be synchronized with this Google account. So you can simply add any of your lesson plan in the Google Docs directly. So simply click here and click on the Add to Document. So that particular note will automatically be added in the Google Docs. You can take the printout, you can share it anywhere on the different platforms. So this is the awesome feature.
Absolutely. So, sir, if you use your phone to record audio, you can use your phone to record audio. Can you export the audio file from the Keep Note, or to get the audio file as a separate file? Can we do that? Can we
Uh,
export it
let, let me
someplace?
check. Let me check that we can share it on the different platform or not.
Yeah. Meanwhile, sir is checking, and he will come back with the response to the query. I was just going to show you if my screen is there, if my screen could be shared. I'll show you how to create the header. Very quick way of creating the header. Am I there? Is my screen there? Absolutely. So what you can do is you can go to File. You can do the page setup. You can change the page setup. Come to Custom. Make it. This is what I like best. 6:3. You can do it customization according to your own specifications also. So I like this template a lot, and I click on Apply. So you think the layout is going to change. The layout of the template is going to change. Right here, what you can do is I click on Insert, and then I click on Word Art. So I can write for the month of August. For example, for the month of August, I want to insert I do a month-wise header, right? So I click on August. August is here. I click and copy, and then again paste. If I want to add, a lot of functionality to it. So what I do is I go and for the August month, let's keep it blue because it's rainy season here. So I can do that, and then I can go and insert a lot of files. Say I can insert a text box here. I can insert an image here right from my computer. And if I want, this is my for my something to do with my say my trainings. I can click on the image I want, open the image. You can drag and drop the image. You can make specifications in the image. You can change the size of the image. You can take it back of the text, in front of the text. For example, this is the header that I have created for myself. This is the header for the August month that I'm going to have many trainings, be it CBSE or other trainings of GCE level 1. So this is the header, and then simply I go to File, and then I download that in the form of PNG. The moment my file gets downloaded, I come back to Google Keep, and let's open an existing note. Let's insert an image, and here it is. Your header is ready. So you can create also beautiful headers, and you do not have to go here and there looking for. You can create header for every month. You can create header for to-do lists. You can create headers for this is for mailing, this is for planning, this is for school, this is for personal, this is for training, this is for CPSC. You can do a lot of things with the header. So here we are. The moment I see this, I know that these are all the August month headers, and I attach a reminder to them, and the headers or that particular note is going to be shown in reminder folders, and also it gets triggered or fired when it is time for it to when it is time. Absolutely. So here we are. Also, what we can do is a little trick that when you keep your Google Keep, you can keep it pinned. Keep your Google Keep pinned, and with shortcut keys like C, you just have to press C keyboard or the key in the keyboard, and a new note appears. You just have to click on the L key on the keyboard, and the list comes. You do not have to click on many things, and this is the view, the list view and the grid view. In the list view, the notes are going to be stacked one on top of the other, and in the grid view, it is going to be next to each other. You can drag and drop wherever you want. You can drag and drop and place and organize your notes the way you want. And this is for selection. This tick is for selection. You can select the notes. You can select multiple notes with this, and then you can do a lot of, you want them to pin. Pin means they are going to show as important ones. The others are going to come down. So if I click on pin, that means these are the pinned important ones which I really have to take care of, and the others are not all that important. They are going to be listed like that. So I can again go and select multiple them. I can set reminders to them at the same time. I can add color to them at the same time, like both of them are going to turn into yellows and all. So I can do that, and also I select them and I can archive them, I can delete them, add labels to both of them. So both of them say are from training. So I add a label to here, training. I hit on create, and you see both have turned yellow. Both have got the label training with them. And also I can make a copy of them or open them in Google Docs. Another thing, a shortcut that you can use it when you are hovering over the notes. You want to archive that, and you do not want to go into the details of going here or hitting on the icon and archiving that. So what you can do is you hover on the note and hit on E. And the moment you do that, these are pinned ones. The moment you do that, your notes are going to be in the archive section. See, the moment I hit on E, I am just hovering over it. I have not clicked any option. I am just hitting the E key on the keyboard, and in the archive section, my notes are going to be there. So they do not get deleted. It is not going to get permanently deleted. Whatever is in the trash is going to get deleted, but you can empty your trash also, but in archive it is not going to get deleted. It is going to be there for you. You can retrieve them, you can reuse them, you can make a lot of uses of them later on if you want to refer to them later, maybe in the year or something. The notes are going to be there for you, and you can edit the labels also. One quick tip, and then I'm going to hand over to Sir, and then we're going to wind up. One tip, this is for example, we are creating labels, say school, then I create for training. What you see is ST. Okay, let me create for home another label. You will see that the labels come in alphabetical order, right? They are going to be placed in alphabetical order. What if you want to place school above home, which is, as educators, we always do. School comes first for us. So how do we do that? How do we you know, there are here you will see only 3 labels. Sometimes you're going to work with more than 10 labels also. So how to mark, how to organize your labels, wherein you can see the important ones first, and then the latest can follow. So what you can do is just go on this label, edit labels, go on editing of school, place 1 or write the digit 1 in front of school. You will see that the school appears first, in spite of the fact that the alphabetical order has been, the alphabetical order was after home, but still you will see school on top. So this is a small tip on how to organize your labels. Yes, sir, over to you. Anything else?
Yes, ma'am. I have checked that we can share the audio file anywhere. We can extract the audio from the note also. We can share it on any platform. So after adding all the notes here in the Google Keep, we can also pin the timetable at the top, so we so that we can find it easily when we need it. So next is the questions and answer round. So if you have any questions, you can ask.
And yes, we can drag and drop also. We can drag and drop
Yes,
the image that we had downloaded. Yeah, the image that we had downloaded, we can directly drag and drop that image in our Keep.
Right.
I personally loved the session. I was actually making all the notes of grabbing the text, color coding, annotating in a picture, or using same note from different devices, then putting headers from docs. That was amazing. And then using Google Voices. So I was actually making all the notes, and I'm sure all the teachers are finding it informative and amazing. Right, sir?
Right, ma'am. Absolutely right.
I would request everyone if you have a question, you can please ask. Teachers are just loving the session. We received really good feedback.
Yeah, there was a quick question in the chat by Kim that where do the reminders show up? If you just set a reminder, where does the reminder show up?
Yes, sir. I had already explained that we can find all the reminders under the reminders tab.
Yeah, and the
No,
reminder
if we set,
folder.
no, the question is if we are setting the reminder, okay,
Hmm.
so suppose we are setting a reminder as per the date or the time. So how are we going to get the reminder if we are not using the keep at that point of time?
You will get the alert for that if you are using the web version. You
Browser
can also
notifications also. So if you
yes,
are using the
browser
web,
notification. Yes.
we can get the browser notifications, or we can get the notifications. If they're turned on in your browser, you will get the browser notification. And of course, if the mobile is there with you, definitely it is going to pop up there, and the notification is going to come right across the screen of your mobiles.
Brilliant.
Okay, we have one more question. If you can explain how to grab the text quickly or the audio file.
Sure, ma'am. I will do it again. So simply I am adding another note.
People, audio button is not there in the web version. So when you're using mobile, you can grab your audio, you can grab the text, or you can add the audio file to your notes.
So I am adding the recording. Google Keep session on GEG Global. Just a minute.
Chris, I personally love the location-based reminders. So whenever I have to set a reminder for all the things that I have to go to do
What is
in
the
the school
difference
on
between
that
read and
particular.
drop command?
So if I go to school, the moment I reach the school, I'm near my school, I'm walking past my school, I'm in the vicinity of the school, all my reminders pop up. All my reminders are there. So I love this location-based thing for sure.
So suppose here is the voice note. I had added the recording. So we can simply extract this audio text from this note. So when you add any voice note, then its text will automatically be available and automatically extracted in the keep node. So you need not to choose any option to grab the text from the audio file, from the audio node. It will automatically be grabbed available under the notes, that
So
particular
it is
node.
automatically going to appear as a
Right.
grabbable text, as a
Right.
text that you can copy and paste and do stuff with that text. So it is automatically going to appear in the form of a text which you can copy, which you can do bundle of or a bunch of other options with. So it is going to be, you do not have to do anything. The moment you just record the note and it is there in your keep, you just have to go copy, paste, or set as a reminder also. Who knows, you can do what with your, there are so many options we can try.
And you can always watch the recording back again. So everything that Dr. Nerjeet and Mr. Gurdeep has explained, you can always go back and see the recording. And I would request everyone to please like, share, and subscribe our Global GEG channel. Also, I'm sharing the feedback link over here in the chat box. Please leave us a feedback here.
Indeed, a brilliant session, Dr. Narjeet and Gurdeep sir. We got to learn a lot. I'm using Keep since long, but today I've learned a lot from you all, and specifically the reminders, the location reminders, and the color combinations, and how exactly the particular tips now, how exactly a teacher needs to use Keep for keeping their notes in order. So, really informative sessions from both of you, and loved your session. Thank you very much for this wonderful session and expertise.
Thank you so
So
much, sir.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much. God bless you.
Thank you so much, everyone. And before I let you go, please leave us a feedback and like, share, and subscribe our channel.
All right, so it's time to conclude the